Hi, Brenda Bagley again, part two. I just wanted to say that many of you may be unaware. I haven't mentioned this in many, if any, videos. These people, I mean, they do a lot of it in the 3D world, the forging documents and the taking out fake life or taking out life insurance policies against people so they can murder them and get rich. That's all 3D. But a lot of the sneaky underhandedness, the raping in your sleep and that, they do spiritually, okay? Don't ask me how, but the government has a special division, I guess is a good word for it, that develops, like Q and James Bond. They have a special company just for inventions that get into people's spiritualness. When you're sleeping, oh, that's a confirmation. It knows it. um, when you're sleeping, and even when you're fully conscious and awake, they're still doing stuff to your spirit. It's called spiritual warfare, and it's meant to drive you crazy and steal your spirit, your joy, your happiness, and create strife and trauma and drama so that they can get rich and make money off your frustration and strife. And then you chasing around like an idiot on a treadmill or one of those little hamster wheels, and living inside a box, just going to work, waking up, doing, and going home and doing the rat race all over again. The government's been doing it for years. God never wanted us to do that, okay? 40-hour weeks are made to suck the life right out of you because, it takes a lot of your time between that and regular life. God never wanted that for us. That's all the government's idea. Look at other countries. I know in Italy they take naps during the day, and they were working 32-hour weeks the last I knew, but that was at least 20 years ago that I learned that information. And I wondered why it was different in different countries. But yeah, it depends on the country you live in, your standard of living in that. And the U.S. is just for that almighty dollar. So, they just suck the life out of you. And they promise you these benefits of, paid time off, 2 whole weeks, a whole year? What kind of crap is that? Well, they're just sucking the life right out of you and barely giving you enough money to live on and get ahead, or God forbid, help your kids to have and enjoy a better life, not by spoiling them with these stupid cell phones and stupid tablets, and then they've got a cover for it. What do you call it? Just a case, I guess. I don't use them. I guess it's just called the phone case, and the kid doesn't want it, and it's a week before Christmas, and they gotta have another one, so the mother's in there buying one. I just ran into that the other day. It's like, buy it for a freaking Christmas present. Bullshit on that, spending $20 on something that you're still gonna buy her presents too. And there's nothing wrong with the case she had. I can see it if, it was like Snoopy or something, and all of a sudden she was going through puberty or something. But no, I saw the case. It wasn't, it was just maybe the kid had friends that had something different, or so. I don't know. I don't know what the story was, but it's just asinine the way people spend money on shit that they really don't need. But yeah, mostly this is just about, I wanted to warn everyone that spiritual warfare is real, and it is rampant in this world, and they're trying to suck the life out of us. And actually, the one thing that helps it all is your belief in God and prayer. And it does take time, and you can't miss a day because the devil can get back in there, and the devil is allowed to hear your prayers. That's a sad thing. So then the devil, keeps it, and even once you do make progress, the devil's still there monitoring you with their monitoring spirits somehow, and there's different ways of doing that. There's all kinds of ways of having monitoring spirits. They can, because everything is energy, they can even use bugs, spiders, fruit flies, you name it. And they can peek in your windows and watch what's going on. They can send demons into your house that you can't see, that are only spirit, and those demons report back to Satan. I mean, this is all true. I'm sorry to say. I'm not sorry to say, but I'm sorry to warn you so late that, yeah, it's real. It's all very real, and this may very well be World War III. Uh, Hopefully that'd be great. We don't need bombs blowing stuff up, and the only bombs are nuclear, so what good is that going to do to us and the world? I don't know how anybody wins that way. Look at those poor Ukrainians. And then the Israelis, I don't know. I know the Israelis have been tormented forever, and I still haven't got my brain wrapped around that whole mess. But I'm still working on the mess that I'm currently in, and I did not choose this by choice, but yet I did, okay? I went back with an ex one time last summer, one time, and this man, if you want to call him that, said, I don't know how much of the devil he's got in him. He's had the devil in him from this woman. He's related to this woman. He's known of her for a lot of years that he never admitted to me, mentioned to me, and I never asked. And I don't think he would have told me the truth, even if I did ask. So, that's why I say casual sex really is a bad thing. You don't know who you're with, and even when you're married, you don't know what your spouse is doing all day long. I don't know how to trust that ever again. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, but I'm better off single. I always have been. I thrive in isolation, actually. These people wanted me in isolation to keep me single because this inheritance that they've stolen from me and the money that they were getting from the government only applied to Brenda Bagley. So if I got married, then they couldn't, then that would be found out about, or then they couldn't get the money. So they've done their best to keep me single, which really has made me thrive because I've always gone inside, gone introspective, and, improved my mind and my life that way. I've always tried to be a better version of myself. And I don't need anyone around me, and I don't need sex to do that. That doesn't make me a valuable person, I don't think, having sex. I don't know. I don't even want to go down that subject. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Part 2 is over. Have a good weekend. Take care.